Welcome back. You're still watching Sports Extra. And of course, I'll look now at what's been taking place on the international front. Usain Bolt, now that is a name you will never get tired of talking about here.
Indeed, Usain Bolt, and more importantly, Usain Bolt bolting out with a bang. He was in action in Monaco, running under 10 seconds. Find out.
Get away cleanly. Usain Bolt gets a poor start. CJ Uja right alongside him. Bing Chansu going well right over here, and here comes Usain Bolt, or is he going to win it? Bolt's going to get it! Bolt wins it from Isaiah Young, and that is better. 9.95. Not a good start from Bolt at all, but only he has the ability in the last 20 meters to ease away from the field. I still don't think he's running flat out. I think this is Usain Bolt winning, just winning. Each time he's getting a little bit quicker. That's a season's best for him. Young confirmed in second place. But for me, Bolt is going to arrive in London capable of running under 9.9. And I think if he's capable of running under 9.9 in the final, he's going to be very, very difficult to beat.
There's also been exciting news in the European leagues. Man, there's been so much movement from one end to the other. And now, Ian, the biggest talking point is the major signings within the EPL. Morata indeed, first being associated with Manchester United, then the script changed, and it was indeed Chelsea who snapped up the Real Madrid men at the end of the day. He wanted to continue at the Bernabeu, but game time not coming as much as he wanted, Butler. So he's shifting attention to Stamford Bridge. That's Morata for you. Absolutely. And also on the move, Danilo. He's now with Manchester City. It's going to be an interesting one to see how things are going to pan out when the league starts. Ian, I can't wait.
I can't wait. A right back again after another right back was signed at Manchester City. But we're talking about Danilo, the man who was sort of like the second choice in terms of the right back at Real Madrid. And now he's shifting his attention. Is he moving to greener pastures, or is just looking for game time? Is he even going to get the game time at Manchester City? But wait until the next month. That's August, when the EPL rolls into life.
Man, it's going to be absolutely incredible. We're all looking forward to that. But there's been disturbing news in La Liga, especially for those of us who support Barcelona. The mere fact that a lot of people have been talking about Neymar wanting to leave really scares us. But then again, there's that big, huge, humongous clause of $223 million. I don't know if PSG can match that.
Those figures, my friend. I was just looking at some of the figures that are being thrown around during the transfer window. It's scary. It's just scary. But that Neymar issue, would he move to PSG, leaving Barcelona for money?
I actually do not know, Ian, if he had something to prove there, because they were playing against Juventus, of course, the preseason friendlies, and this is what he did. Devastating form he was in.
Started in exciting fashion, and Neymar has been full of it. Goes again here, Neymar, and he scores! Neymar. They can't contain him. He's gone through the whole lot of them. Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Absolutely no room for him to work with. Danced across the penalty area.
Juve following here. And they've got something to shout about, and Chiellini has scored.
So that's the man Neymar doing his thing. It's like he was putting out a statement that I'm staying put, and I'm not only staying put, but I'm staying put with an avalanche of goals, and staying with international football and pre-season for that matter. One team that has also made a huge statement ahead of the upcoming season is Chelsea beating Arsenal 3-0. Not a mean scoreline.
That was superb from Batshuayi. He's found Willian. Boga is joining the attack. Moses is there too. Willian goes for goal himself, and this time Chelsea did take the lead. Really good finish from Willian. They have been threatening to take charge of this fixture. Just got a little bit befuddled. Here is Batshuayi, some space for him too. Who leaves Oxlade-Chamberlain on the floor. Alonso. And it's hit beautifully by Michy Batshuayi.
Goals and more goals. It looks like Chelsea always find a way of beating Arsenal even during pre-season.
I find it very difficult that the next team I'm going to be speaking about is a man that the man next to me knows so much about. But all the same, I'm so happy that I'm talking about his team, and he is absolute. Yes, that is Liverpool. The preseason encounter against Leicester City, well, that meant Salah might just give us problems this season. Let's check out what happened in that encounter.
By O'Brien, there's no offside here. Christian Fuchs, the cross, the money! Lovely goal! Salah goes on. Coutinho, Salah goes on again! We've been blessed with two splendid headed goals. That of a completely different kind. Awkward height, but he did well with it. Coutinho!
And so, can Liverpool deliver the goods this season? That is the big question. But also, in the preseason, one of your teams, Real Madrid, was in action.
I like the fact that you're always asking questions about Liverpool's pedigree. Even last season you're talking about Liverpool, but they proved you wrong. And a team that can prove you right when the actual action gets underway, it's Real Madrid. Manchester United beating Real Madrid in a penalty shootout after a 1-1 draw in regulation time. It was Manchester United getting the better of Real Madrid.
But at the same time, this is a totally different starting 11 than we saw before as well. A lot of new faces playing first time together. That's a good play for Martial.
Here's Martial. Brilliant from Martial. On a play for Lingard. We have a goal, and it's beautifully created by the Frenchman, Anthony Martial. Jesse Lingard pounces, and Manchester United lead on the cusp of half-time.
A click of the heels.
Now Lindelof has to be careful, and he wasn't. Now that is a penalty. Theo Hernandez had only just got up from the floor. Let's see what indeed he can do. Not a lot about that. That was travelling straight into the back of the net, and Real Madrid are on terms with 3/4 of the game gone. Magic in the game. What can he do from 12 yards? That has flown over the top. Real Madrid the lead. And David De Gea has the answer. Target. He does, but Kiko Casilla has the... But he didn't think he'd have the chance to get the first penalty on the board. He saves it. And it's saved by David De Gea. Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's already found the back of the net on this tour a couple of times. Well done, Mickey. And he does so this time. And he hasn't even hit the target. Left peg to give United the edge. He does. It's Casemiro to keep Real Madrid alive. Well, he doesn't. I tell you. That's the one. And Manchester United win the shootout. What a bizarre shootout as well.
There's indeed a sense of belief at Old Trafford. Even when you're beating Real Madrid during pre-season, you have a reason to believe. There is also Lukaku to talk about, but we're not going into detail in as far as that is concerned. But there's more action involving teams from the EPL.
Absolutely. Tottenham Hotspur. I've always been a big fan of Mauricio Pochettino. I always think that he's a man who thinks a lot of football. Well, they were in action against PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. That team we were speaking about were wanting to get Neymar. This is what happened.
Good ball by Kurzawa to Rabiot, and a chance here for Paris Saint-Germain. Cavani in the centre, and it's 1-0. Let's see if they can do with this one now. Break forward, a shot from distance. Oh, what a goal! And what an equaliser for Tottenham. Dani Alves gives it back to his goalkeeper. Oh, and it's gone into the net. What a calamity for PSG. We were talking, Pat, about how casual both teams have been actually at times at the back. As PSG press for more. And look at the space here for Pastore in the box. And it must be. It is. It's an equaliser. It's 2-2. Gives it back to Winks. Now, Wanyama. Shot from distance, and it's a fine goal by Alderweireld. We've seen some cracking goals here tonight, and that's another, and Tottenham lead by 3-2. The man who scored that all-important third goal. Good ball by Davies. They're claiming for a handball, and the referee is going to point to the spot eventually.
Yeah, I think the linesman is the one. I don't think the referee has seen it, but I think the linesman has been flagging there since the ball went across.
Oh, Harry Kane fires it to the roof of the net. 4-2 for Tottenham. And that is surely game, set, and match.
Looking at what's been taking place in that build-up to that big money fight between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, a lot has been said about this bout, Ian. Anything really can happen.
Where there's Floyd Mayweather, there's money. You can bet your last dollar to it.
Ching, ching, ching,
Conor, the man who supports Liverpool, by the way, has been talking tough ahead of that bout, and we're waiting with bated breath to find out what will happen as he takes on the money man.
Absolutely. The money man was also had a lot of things to say regarding that bout. Let's hear from him.
We have an interesting guy on the other side. He's very interesting. You know, I'm not the same Floyd Mayweather I was, 10 or 20 years ago. But, I still can go out there and compete.